Hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, we're going to be doing a really easy, beautiful fall makeup look that's great for mature skin. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Michelle. I post videos every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I enjoy makeup, skincare, and lifestyle. I hope that you will consider subscribing before you go. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Okay, so let's get started. This look is so easy and it's perfect for fall. The makeup that I have here is pretty much drugstore. There's a couple things here that are kind of like a mid-range, but still really affordable. The foundation that I'm gonna use is the L'Oreal 4-in-1 Tinted Balm. I absolutely love this foundation. It's so moisturizing. It's great for mature skin. I have this in color 20 Light. I do have a dedicated video reviewing this. If you're interested in that, I'll link it down below in the description box. This has a beautiful lightweight texture. It almost feels kind of like a water cream when it goes on your skin. It's gorgeous and it just blends right into your skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on. I'm not gonna use a primer with this. We're going into the colder seasons and it's gonna be really dry, and my skin completely dries out in the fall and the winter. I'm already starting to get a couple little breakouts, which happens this time every single year. I'm just gonna use a beauty blender and put this on. This foundation is so beautiful and lightweight. You don't feel like you have anything on your face. It's almost like a tinted moisturizer going on your face. It just feels so good and really, really affordable. I will have everything linked down below for you in the description box. It just gives you a nice glow. It looks really skin-like, hydrating, so perfect for mature skin, perfect for, fall and winter skin that does tend to dry out. Okay, so that is all I'm gonna do for the foundation. Next, I'm gonna use a little bit of an eye brightener. It is a concealer, but I consider it more of an eye brightener. It's not gonna give you a lot of coverage if you have dark circles under your eyes. It just gives you a nice bright look. This is by Revolution and it is called Eye Bright. I really like this one a lot. It has a little sponge tip similar to the Maybelline Age Rewind or the Charlotte Tilbury. You just give it a twist on the bottom. This just gives that really pretty brightening effect. And then I'm just gonna take my fingers and work this in. I'm gonna use just my beauty blender just to get in there too. There we go. I'm not looking to cover everything underneath my eyes. I just want a little bit of brightness just to kind of make your eyes pop and not look so tired. For a bronzer, I'm gonna use, again, I always use this, my Milani. It is the Silky Matte in Sunlight 01. I really need to start getting into some new drugstore bronzers. If any of you have some favorites for drugstore bronzers, I would love to know because I don't always get to go out. So I would love to know what you guys are enjoying and then I can go ahead and try it. I'd love to get some more affordable bronzers. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. And it's not too dark. This one happens to be a little light on me. For this time of year, it works really, really well. This is just my little e.l.f. blending brush. I love this little guy because you can get into small spaces, and if you have a small face or you want to use it to kind of contour your cheeks, this is a great one. That's all I'm going to do for bronzer. I'm not going to bronze too much. Next, I'm going to do my brows. I'm actually going to do those off camera, and I will be right back. Brows are on. I used a really inexpensive brow pencil from Amazon. I believe it's pronounced Joa. I love this little pencil. It's so affordable. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes. I have a palette here. It's Bare Minerals Mineralist Sunlit Palette. I've had this palette for quite a while and I hadn't touched it. I used this in my last video and a lot of you really liked the look, so I figured I would try to recreate it. It has really beautiful colors, very fall vibes. So I'm gonna try to recreate the look. I'm just using a BK 501 brush. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy collab. I'm gonna go in with Sandy 1, which is the lightest color. And I just like to put that all over my lid, up into the brow bone. I love this little palette. I was really, really surprised when I started using it. It blended out nice. I loved the colors. It was gorgeous for fall. And I like the size too. It's easy to hold in your hand. You don't have a ton of colors to choose from. There's one color right here in the upper middle that I have not used yet. It actually is the same color of the sweater. Then I'm gonna use the 502 Angie BK Beauty. I'm gonna go in with the bronzed, which is this color right here. Just kind of putting that on my outer corner. I always like to go on an angle like this to get started, and then you just blend it in. That's a little dark for me, so I'm just gonna take kind of just a blending brush. Any fluffy eye brush will work. This is the Angie 503. I'm just gonna kind of buff that out a little bit to lighten it. Or you can always just take your fingers and do this if it comes out a little bit too dark. And then I'm gonna go in with Antiqued, which is this green color right here at the bottom. I love greens. So I'm just gonna kind of put this on top of the bronzed. This color is so pretty. Try to get this to look a little more green. So that's what I have so far. And then I'm gonna go in with Golden Hour, which is this color right there. I'm gonna do the center of my lid and a little bit over to the inner corner. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and use my fingers. If you don't wanna use your fingers, I understand that. You can use a type of like a flat shader brush, something similar to this. You can just go ahead and pat that on the eyelid. I just find sometimes with shimmers, they go on a lot easier with your finger. And you don't wanna swipe, you just wanna dip your finger in it and just pat on your eyelid. Ooh, that's pretty. So that's what I have so far. I'm going to line using this palette and use the darkest color, which is the mahogany, and I'm gonna use just a flat definer brush. You could use any type of small brush just to get into your lash line. Just kind of dab this right on the lash line. Okay, so that's it for the upper lid. I'm going to use the Sun Warm, which is right here. It matches my sweater. I'm gonna use that on my lower lash line. Just gonna put a tiny bit down there. Just going right at the line, and you don't wanna tug. Again, I'm just patting. Everything is a patting motion with your eyes. As we get older, I'm sure you can tell I have a lot of loose skin on my eyelids, so you don't wanna be tugging and making that worse or stretching it out. That's all I'm doing for the eyes. So really simple, really quick. Now we're gonna go ahead and do blush. I have been loving this blush. This is by Tower 28. It is their Power Hour. I love this blush. It is a beautiful color for fall. Again, it's really similar to the color of my sweater. It goes on nice. It's really pigmented. It blends out amazingly well, but what I like about it the most is that it stays on my face. I have a ton of cream blushes. My favorites are usually the MAC Glow Play, but I do have to say that these don't last as long as the Tower 28. So if you're looking for a really good cream blush that'll stay put on your face, I highly recommend these. I'm just gonna use a flat kabuki brush with this. I just dab, so you can see right there. It looks really scary when you first put it on and it's dark, but you can blend it out with the brush. You can use a sponge. See how dark that is going on, but then you can just take your sponge and look at how pretty that looks. Beautiful. And I'm going right up into my hairline. You want everything to look lifted, so keep your blush away from this area here. You just want to kind of start up here and then go up into your hairline. It's so pretty. I'll do a tiny bit on my nose. Now I'm just gonna apply mascara. I'm just gonna use my Maybelline Sky High. Again, it's really affordable. It's a great mascara, has a nice skinny brush so you can really get in there. And as always, making a mess with the mascara. I'll show you how I get the mascara off of my face. Really easy, doesn't disturb your makeup. This mascara is so nice, you know, it separates, it defines, they don't clump together. The formula is nice on it, not too wet, not too dry, which is my perfect formula. Now to get the mascara off of my face, you let it dry. If you get anything down here or up on your brow bone, or even sometimes I'll hit my eyebrows, just wait for it to dry. Take a nice dry spoolie. These are really inexpensive on Amazon. And you can just flick it right off. It doesn't disturb the makeup. I don't think I have anything underneath. And there you go. So I'm just gonna set my face with the Honest Beauty setting powder. I do like how this comes. It has a little dish in there that's plastic. And then when you open it up, it has the mesh in there. So you can just dip your brush into the mesh. And I picked up a lot there. And then you can just close the top and kind of tap it off. And I'm just using, again, just an e.l.f. blush brush that I like to use for my powder. I just want to make you aware that it does have a scent. It has like a vanilla scent to it. It's not strong. I find a lot of setting powders have a vanilla scent. I don't know, do you guys? Okay, so powdering is done. I still want my skin to look healthy and radiant and like skin. I don't want to powder it so much that it looks dry and cakey, because if you do use too much powder, it can look dry and cakey. You can't accentuate your wrinkles, so I still want it to look natural and skin-like. Okay, and now for lips. I love this lip gloss. This is the Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. Absolutely love these. Just opened this one. This is color Stone. It is 008. These are fantastic. I think these are a dupe for the Fenty Gloss Bombs. I actually like these better. I think they're way more moisturizing and less sticky. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on. I'm not lining. This is just a really pretty fall color. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. This does have a taste to it. It's almost like a coconut. It has a coconut smell, and it does have a light, kind of a sweet taste to it. Okay guys, so that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a close-up. Take a look at the finished look. Everything looks really pretty and natural and still skin-like. You definitely don't want to go heavy in the fall and winter, especially when our skin is getting drier. Great for mature skin. This foundation is phenomenal if you're on the drier side. I'm combination oily and I still love it. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch. I appreciate it so much. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in my next video.